Today is Wednesday, February 22nd, 2017, and today is a special day as it is George Washington's birthday. In celebration, I'm heading down to Sumas to see what the switchers are up to. The weather today has been mostly sunny, but I just had to dodge a patch of rain. Hopefully nothing's going to happen while I am in Sumas. Arriving in Sumas, and train 4191 is out and switching, and it has brought a consist that is backing down the Linden branch. Today he has 6 60-foot tar tankers and 11 empty center beams. These tankers will be going to IKO Pacific, and the center beams will be heading to the Teal Jones Lumber Mill. In case you didn't know, the industry is to your left off the screen. It's where that fence is. The tankers are dropped off on the IKO Pacific spur line. This is the last industry on the branch line in Sumas. The tar delivered will be used to make shingles. The shingles will then be transported on trucks. IKO Pacific is a family-owned business founded in 1951. Their motto is setting the standard. IKO has 10 factories in Canada and 9 in the United States, this being one of the 9 American factories. Sometime within the last couple of years, a new small spur was built next to the Desticon branch. I'm not sure if this is going to be for a new industry or if it's for storage. Right now it's being used for the latter, as some of the center beams are being dropped off on this track. I had no way to get up close to it because the only way to get there is a private gravel road. This is only used by the railroad, employees of the local industries, and emergency services when necessary. Now that everything is done, the BNSF crew is headed over to the Teal Jones Lumber Mill. This is also known in the area as Timber Forest Products. The consist is dropped off to pick up an empty high-cube boxcar that you see at the beginning of the lumber spur. This boxcar is now gravity dropped onto the center beams. This will also be loaded with lumber. The only place I can film the operations is on the other side of Front Street. This is why you see cars passing over the camera's view most of the time. Notable in the area are these gateless Western Cullen Hayes signals from the Burlington Northern days. Personally, I think it's nice to see older signals that haven't been upgraded with LED lights or electronic bells. Next to the EPL feed spur lies this broom that still stands from the snowstorm a couple of weeks ago. The snow melted, but there are rumors of another snowstorm showing up sometime next week. Might as well be prepared. 5 loaded center beams have been brought out from the spur. Usually there are 11 center beams in one boxcar. Today there must have been a small order. Rain clouds are beginning to close in, but hopefully they'll be able to hold off a little longer. The empty center beams and boxcars are dropped onto the lumber spur. They will be loaded tonight and picked up either later today or tomorrow. The center beams and the boxcar will be dropped at the beginning of the Linden branch. With nothing else needed to be done for now, Train 4191 brings 3 hoppers back to the yard. They will be shutting down for a couple of hours for their lunch break. I was about to leave, but thought you might want to see this. Power from Train 644, the local from Everett to Sumas, was parked in the siding just south of Front Street. Today's train consists of 3 engines, BNSF 2340, a GP38-2, 340, a GP60B or slug, and 3143. A GP50 that still has original Burlington Northern lettering, paint, and logo. There is a BNSF name on the side windows, but it's still nice to see something rather than the standard pumpkin schemes on the line. The following Saturday I'm up at 5 a.m. and heading for Ferndale, Washington. I'm off to Railfanned, the Bellingham Subdivision. The Bellingham Subdivision is a semi-main line. This line begins by spurring off of the BNSF Scenic Subdivision in Everett and connects to the BC Railport Subdivision in Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. The line is owned by the BNSF, and trains on the line include freight, coal, oil, and on occasion, green coke, which from what I hear is a coal-like substance. The latter, what I described, is rare. I've only seen it once. There are also locals on the line, including the Intalco local, which runs to Arco, the New West local based out of Bellingham, and other operations including Burlington and Marysville. Amtrak also runs 2 Cascade trains on the line that make 1 round trip a day. One of these Amtrak trains runs from Vancouver, British Columbia to Eugene, Oregon. This one is known as 513. The other train, 510, runs from Vancouver to the King Street Station in Seattle. In the summertime, the Canadian tourist train, the Rocky Mountaineer, also runs on this line 1 time a day. The line only sees about 13 to 15 estimated trains a day, with a majority going through at nighttime. So getting up early in the morning will be your best bet at seeing anything. Many rail fans have considered this line sleepy, and I don't blame them. Despite the line having a schedule, sometimes trains are a hit and miss. But filming in the morning, at least Amtrak is reliable. We enter Ferndale, and at Hovender Road a train is already passing by, and I got here just a few minutes too late. This is MVBC EVE, freight from Vancouver, British Columbia to Everett, Washington. Oh well. Crossing Washington Street in Ferndale, the siding signal shows a green over red. Green for the Bellingham sub and red for the siding. Something is approaching. There is a flashing yellow light further down the line. This means that there is a medium approach at the next block. In the siding, there is a waiting MRBG SXM, empty coal returning from the Roberts Bank Superport in Surrey and heading back to the Signal Peak coal mine in Roundup, Montana. The Ferndale Grain just recently got a trackmobile for their industry. A trackmobile is a hybrid between an off-road vehicle and a train. This can pull up to at least 5 loaded hoppers from what I hear. I waited about 90 minutes when nothing came, so I decided to risk it and head off for Blaine. At the Swift siding in North Custer, there is absolutely nothing. Usually there's at least one train parked here, but they never move while I'm here. In Blaine, there is a waiting mystery train on the Maintenance Away siding. Shortly after arriving, Amtrak Cascades 513 arrives. It will stop at the border for a security check by the Border Patrol. Today it is being led by a Talgo 8 train set, something I haven't seen in a while. A standard P42 DC is in the rear. Now that this train's passed, we get a better look at the mystery train, which consists of 2 SD70s. The train has 4 hoppers, and from what I saw, the rest were tankers. I thought I heard something approaching, but I dismissed it and decided to carry back on home. I had errands to run. However, my decision would cost myself, as the train I waited for in Ferndale was passing through. Oh well, I'll wait 20 minutes next time. With that, this ended this week's Railfanned. I'll be back next week with another switching job in Sumas. Thank you for watching, everyone. We'll see you next time. God bless.